All right, you guys, to continue our talk this morning, I'm noticing that my recorder only does so many minutes, so we will have to do probably 2 of these, and then I will give you guys time to work. All right, so on here, I have not posted your assignments yet. For today, though, you are going to be answering a attendance question, and then you're going to watch both of these videos to guide you as a teacher-directed synchronous day, okay? On here, let me go back. What did I do with my thing? All right, so for here, you guys are going to pick, if you do 2 of these, you will get extra credit. If you do 1 of them, that is what I'm expecting, okay? So 2 extra credit, 1 I'm expecting. So you guys are going to go through here. This is called the Optic Strategy. Paying attention to the details is a habit that is a necessary part of effective analysis. So if you're going to break that down, it means you got to pay attention to the details. As you analyze visual texts, including paintings, photographs, advertisements, maps, charts, or graphs, the optic strategy can help you construct meaning. So basically, you are finding the details in order to connect with the meaning of what you are seeing in here. Each one of these photographs means a lot more than probably what you might understand the first time you see it. For instance, if you're going to do an optic strategy on this picture, you would need to know, you might have to make your own inferences as to why he's upset. Okay? This is not, when you are looking at things the first time, you don't really see them. But if you look at something multiple times, you might begin to understand more and more than you did before. Especially with Norman Rockwell. Norman Rockwell is all about symmetry. He has the dog looking at him lovingly. So there's so much more to a photograph than meets the eye the first time. You really got to dig into those details. So you're going to examine each of the pictures that you choose. The first one will be for you here. I will put another one here in your assignment for the extra credit people. Okay? So for each photograph that you choose, so for one of the photographs, you're going to look at that photograph and you're going to tell me, what is this image about? You do not have to use complete sentences. Tell me what this image is about, and then what do you think it's really about? Then you're going to look at the parts. So optic is overview, parts, title, interrelationships, and then your conclusion. Okay? So you're going to write a brief overview of the image. Then you're going to zero in on the parts of the visual that seem important. You're going to look at the colors they chose, the shading, the scenery. Every little detail matters. Just like in your writing, every detail matters. You don't think it does, but your writing might mean the difference between someone who doesn't look at it versus someone who cries, because you chose to use imagery that made them feel something. Okay? So you have your parts. All of these photos don't have a title, so you might want to use this part to go into more of the metaphorical meaning. Okay, so each one of those photos will not have a title. So what do you think? Give me more details as to what you think that photo means, or what that photo means to you. Interrelationships, you're going to specify the interrelationships in the image. How are the parts related? How is, for instance, how is this boy related to this entire room? How is this dog related to this boy? How are these family members related to each other? How are they interacting with each other? Same for this one. You might even say, the interrelationship between the water and the cup, or the cup and the water, or the water and where it falls. So that is what we're talking about, interrelationships. The person holding the little puppy, right? They're in a relationship. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. They're relating to each other. So the picture that you choose for here, you're going to tell me how those people are related. And then this one is probably going to take you guys the longest. This is why I want to give you some time to work. You're going to write a paragraph about the entire image. What were they trying, the person who took this picture or the person who painted, what do you think they were trying to give to you? What do you think they were trying to convey? What image, what do you think their goal of taking this photograph was? And then, just write me a whole paragraph about it, okay? Excuse me. So you're going to go through all of these. Remember, your optic strategy, you're just going to pick one picture. The extra credit opportunity will be when you do another picture with the same exact one. Okay? So for today, you guys, I want you to, you're going to do your attendance question on Zoom. You're going to come on Google Classroom and it's going to say Assignment Optic Strategy. You're going to click on that and you're going to find this. You're going to go through and read the slides as I have. Hopefully connect with the images, and then you're going to come down here and pick 3 and then tell me how they make you feel and what do they do to appeal to your emotions. What do they do to appeal to your emotions? Okay? Another thing that suddenly came to my mind was that when you guys watch a movie trailer, they know exactly what they're doing. They only give you a little bit of the story, right? It's kind of like if you were going to make a movie trailer about your narrative, you would only give me, snippets of the beginning, a little bit of the middle, and a little bit of the end, and you're going to put it in a movie trailer, and you're going to get us excited about going to see that movie, and they do that very specifically on purpose. I'm going to have you guys work on something like that, not a movie trailer, but like a kind of like get us excited about your narrative, okay? If you still have no idea what you're doing for your narrative, you probably want to work on your plot map first because that is due tomorrow night at midnight. This is more for people who have already completed their narrative and you're going to work on writing your rough draft. And when we write that rough draft, you guys are going to go through these writing workshops with me where you're going to improve your writing. So if you still are in that group of people who have no idea what they're doing for their narrative, I would probably work on your plot map first, which is right here. This one is going to be due tomorrow at midnight. If you still don't know what you're going to be doing, I only have 6 of you have turned this in, but you still have a few days. Before you can ever add imagery to your rough draft, you need to have a plan of what you're going to be doing. We went over this a couple of classes ago, so you should have an idea of what you're going to be doing for your narrative. Remember that Wizard of Oz example is there to guide you, right here. Look at this one to help you. You guys are welcome to write a personal narrative about a big event in your life that changed you, or you can write a hero story with a villain who is out to get a goal. So you have those 2 choices. Either way, and every story in the world always follows the same type of this. Sometimes they might give you the resolution at the end. A resolution at the beginning of the movie, and then you have to spend the whole movie trying to figure out why that happened the way it did. But most of the time, 90% of the time, everything that you watch, everything that you read, everything that you come into contact with for entertainment is going to follow the same arc, the same rising action, where the hero is trying to go through all of these trials and things to overcome. Then they reach something really great, but something is not exactly as it seems. So they're following action, and then you have your ending. Everybody's in charge of turning this in, so make sure you guys get that done by tomorrow at midnight. But that has to happen before you can ever do something like this. So if you are in the group of people that still needs to work on your plot map, you can do that. If you already finished your plot map but you haven't started your narrative, I want you guys to work on this because we're going to work on our narratives next week. So pick a photo, use that photo from here to work on this, and then I will put another one in the folder for you guys to use for your extra credit. And then as you guys are working through this presentation, you're going to answer this. And when you're done, you can turn it in. I hope this has been helpful. Don't forget you have an attendance question on Google Classroom. What else do I want to cover? I still have a few minutes. Ooh, excuse me. Your vocabulary sentences. Let's see real quick. Okay, so I'm still missing 10 of you. I'm not going to scroll down to embarrass you, but you guys know who you are. Please turn in your vocabulary sentences. You guys do have a vocabulary test tomorrow. I know this has been kind of a crazy week, but please make sure to take each of these vocabulary words. Take each of these vocabulary words, you guys. And you have the definition. So once you have the definition, put the definition on one side of the flashcard and put the word on the other side. And you can have someone test you. I've done this with my own son, and if he didn't make flashcards, he would have got an F. So please make flashcards. You can use Quizlet. Pretty sure if you guys don't have a Quizlet account, it's free. Okay, it's free, and you just what's it called? You go in here and you create your own account using your Google ID, and you can set it up where you make your own flashcards for yourself. You just go create. This is so digital, it's so easy. I really want you guys to do well. These are going to be on your test tomorrow, so please make sure that you know them. Okay, so we have a lot going on. We have vocabulary. You guys are doing 1 picture for this, 2 pictures for extra credit. You are going through here and finishing this slide, and then you have your vocabulary test tomorrow, and your plot map is due at midnight. You might notice, keep checking Google Classroom, because if things get a little bit too chaotic, I might change your due dates, because I don't want to stress things out too much. Okay? But that is what I have for you for today. Your writing is a gift that you give to other people. It is not for you. And in order for you to reach your audience, reach your reader, you got to use your 5 senses. Okay? But that is what I wanted to share with you for our first video. Don't forget your attendance question, and I will be available by email instead of Zoom today. This was your video for Thursday, September 17th, and I will talk to you guys soon. If you have any email, if you have any issues or problems, or you don't understand something after this video, maybe watch the video one more time, or you guys can always email me at ljames@tpaa.org. I'm always available by email, and I get back to you in like under 2 minutes. Okay? Please take care of yourselves, and I will talk to you tomorrow.